Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my farming life.
Well, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my farming life and welcome to the British summertime. We got a deer in front of me. We were able to get this field done. Start the harvest 2024 off to a bang, and then it rained and it hasn't stopped yet. That was yesterday. So that's knocked that on the head. So we're going to come in and, well, we've got some baling to do, but obviously the straw is soaking wet now. We're going to come in and shift this here header trailer with what might well just become my favorite thing on the farm ever. Look at this. Bungle bought this. I didn't really see the point of it when you first got it, but having used it, I love this thing. It just makes everything so much easier. You can just walk around and shift things without a problem. Move 3-point linkage, mounted machines, trailers, everything. And it just means if all your tractors are used somewhere, you've still got an option. And for days like today, sorry lady, we'll get out your way here. For days like today, when there's, you know, odd jobs that you need to do around the place, you can do them. It's absolutely great. Now, we're going to take the head off the combine and just move the combine up there. And then we're going to stick it into the yard. And then, yeah, we should be good. So, and there's a few small little things we do. We've got a new bit of equipment on the yard that we're going to have a look at. And then we have a few bits of old equipment that we don't really... Well, we use one of them, but we're going to upgrade it and hopefully try and sell off everything else at the dealer to trade them all in to make the new bit a little bit cheaper. That's the hope. A lot of machinery movement this year. Wasn't anticipating quite so much, but it's working. We've had a good uptick in our beef operations, which is great. So we'll see. From a yield standpoint, not too bad. Wasn't expecting gangbusters, but it was pretty good. We took one load away to the grain store, and the other is, well, what's left in the trailer there is parked undercover because it's not a full load, so we'll wait to see if we can get a full load to take it and mix it all into one. Speaking of which, we're hoping... Oh, I need to move that forward a little bit more. Just getting used to this. We are having spoken with my other uncle and then the tenant who currently has some of the land down the more Baler Manor there. We should be able to get the shed for the start of our spring barley, which is pretty good. Because we have a lot of spring barley around the place. We can get it all tipped into one shed. And then we can even tickle it through the dryer there as well, which would be great. So that is going to be fantastic news. And then we'll also be starting on some of the new ground down there as well. Now, what am I doing here? Okay. Just got to get this in a little bit of a better position so we can drop the header straight off. I'm hoping this rain will just give in soon because it's been ridiculous thus far. See, look at that. Can't do that with a tractor very easily. You can angle things in much tighter as well. We're going to be shifting a few things around the yard, like I say, and it's just superb. Really, really is. Now, the combine. Combine went through seamlessly. It was a good little warm up, really. Good chance to get a bit of a shine on the metal. And yeah, I think it did okay. And then just this blooming rain. There's only a handful of folks in the area who I know have got going, and then they, similarly to us, they got to start, and then they were done. We would probably have been moving over to South Healy anyway, just because nothing else is really ready down here. We've got a bit of winter barley up that way, but not a great deal. One would like more. Oh, that's already been done. Perfect. But it is what it is, and then we'll just, you know, we'll hope and pray really that this moves away soon and this will leave us. But you know, it's just day one of harvest. Come on, what are we doing here? We've got hay to cut down at some point as well. That's obviously not going to happen anytime soon, so we're just kind of at a standstill. Really annoying. All right, so combine's going to go in that little stack yard, out of the way. Speaking of out of the way, move, shoot. How scared the sheep are of me. Ooh. Another thing. Not a flinch. So yeah, let us know if you got on with anything. If you're able to get a lucky start. And how that ended up for you. Okay. And I guess we'll just wang it into the corner over here for now. Do it out the way. Well, friend, we have a good start. We'll see what happens. We're going to be using that trailer, so what we need to do is launch ourselves over here. Oh, just best thing in the world, this. Let's see what I'm like at driving forward with it, shall we? It's just, yeah, it's just easy. It's just absolutely easy. We want to be, ooh, not that tight. We have a bit of a swallow because there's a few things I want to clear up a little bit of space for and just be a bit smart about what we have. Now, if I move that down, is it going to affect the handling? Oh, this is going far too well. Something's going to go wrong here. Let's just take it back a bit. We'll crack into that fence. There you go. Alright, so everyone else is away and busy. Bungle's out cutting verges, because at least we can kind of get on with that without making too much of a mess. And it still does a decent job with that flail mower. So he's out somewhere out west, I do believe. And then, well, there's not much else happening, so I believe Uncle and Cousin are tinkering along over at South Healy. Ooh, not the combine. Let's not go that way. There you go. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully it's not going to be here for too long. But we'll leave it there for now. And then just unhook you. Alright, so. Like I say, I did mention earlier on there that we have got a new bit of machinery in the yard here. It wasn't something expected until it kind of came around by chance, I suppose. But it was a deal that we couldn't really turn down. Cost us a bit of money, but not as much as it could have. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. Fortunately, it's all tucked away in the shed. Could have been using it today, but here we are. Not going to happen. But there you are, perfect. So we're going to be shifting a few things around with this in a moment, like I mentioned there. So we'll just leave this running. We'll go and have a quick look. See, there's my Massey. Grain trailer is looking good. It's got about 6 or 7 ton in the back there. There you go. Lovely to have such a big trailer as well. Very easy to handle everything that we need. And it's, that's what, 14 ton, I think it is, give or take. So that's about 21 ton off a, that feels not very big. I think it's only about 7-8 acres. So yeah, not too bad. There was an area that wasn't as good as it could have been, but yeah, for the most part, we're good. And here we are. We've got ourselves a new baler. It's a Fendt of all things. It's still in the Massey. It still works. We've had that all working and testing. We've just been looking over it, getting used to it. I say us, Cousins has been down here. And then getting some twine in there and net wrap ready to go. So essentially, this was it was an ex-demonstrator from Fendt. So something they'll use on their demo days and they'll have a look-see. And it is something that our baler's quite a few years old now. It works okay. We've put quite a few bales on it since we've owned it, only for about 2 years now. And a few issues coming into it. And a few more known issues with that brand that we may have seen coming soon. So it started some resale value. So we're able to trade it in. And then, yeah, we had to pay obviously a little bit extra for this one. But lovely baler. Very nice. We actually had a demo of this a while ago. Well, I didn't, but Cousin and Bungle went off to a demo day where this was here, and they said they loved it. They were very impressed with it. So yeah, we were able to get a hold of it for a decent price. It's all plugged back in. And yeah, just a nice new bit of equipment there. So I'm kind of conscious that we do a lot of baling work, and of both silage, hay, and then of course straw when the need arises. So wanted to make sure we were a bit more reliable with that. Obviously last year we had a bit of an issue with our baler. It took some time to fix. And yeah, it's just getting a bit old. So this is pretty much brand spanking new. It's only had a couple of 100 bales on the clock. So really nothing, just essentially getting it going. But yeah, very nice looking machine as well. All we need now really is a little bit of nice weather where we can actually get out and use it. We're going to have to turn that straw over down there, I would say, before we're ready to go. Bring the rake down and give it a tickle through. But yeah, it is not looking too bad. So yeah, very nice. That's the latest edition. Now this Massey will, I'm climbing a little power hoe. This Massey will still be able to pull it and handle it okay. We've got the Monza set up in there as well. Cousin was mentioning he wants to look into overhauling and upgrading this soon, but I'm not sure if we'll upgrade this or keep this for like the feeder and everything, and occasionally a bit of plowing, and get rid of the 7810, which would be a tough one to do, but we might, especially because the Massey 5S now is going to do a lot of work on that flail mower. So there may be times where you just don't where we're down the tractor really, so but we could be a bit clever with that one, so maybe it's worth doing, but can't see it being this year. We'll have to wait and see. But now what we are going to look at to do this year, get over here, is we're actually going to look to, we're upgrading our tether, all being well. We have a 4-star, 4-rotor, however you like to refer to it, Pottinger down here, and it's alright, but it's just a bit small, really. I want us to start tedding out grass as well a little bit more for silage, so yeah, that needs to be, it needs to be a little bit bigger there with the amount of ground that we cover. My original plan for the fertilizer spreader here when we upgraded was to try and use them both. Not going to happen. Hasn't been moved since, so that's going to go. And then the old hay bob, I mean, we're going to tether for goodness sake, we don't need that, and we don't row anything up with that these days anyway. That is just here for nostalgia, I think, and my ultimate end goal is to get rid of a shed like this, so we all know where to keep it. So it's going to go, and so that is the next big step. So what that does mean is I get to play around with this again. So we're going to stick everything onto the trailer, and perhaps when this once we're all done there, we'll take it away to the dealership. But yeah, we'll get everything loaded up best we can and see how it goes. And that'll give us a little bit, I mean, we still have to pay a bit. These tethers aren't cheap by any stretch, but there is one that's been sat in the yard, Trevor's yard, for a while, so that's the one that I think we're going for. And look at that, it's on. Easy street. And now I can just pull her in. That's not coming off in a month for Sundays. Look at it. Perfect. And yeah, like I say, we might just shift a few things around, because I can even put some of the drills and things into there and not have to worry about not getting them out with the tractor, because I can just pull them out with this. And that might work out very nicely indeed, or maybe the spinner or something. But we've got a bit of space and a bit of opportunity to work with here. All right, so let's get to see what we can get loaded up onto here. I'm hoping we've got enough straps to keep everything tied down. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Slurry separator is back on again, where it was, doing a bit there. That tank's got quite a bit in these days, so we just need to keep on top of that a little bit better. Okay, let's just do this. This is still remarkably in good condition, actually. It's been well looked after. It's just a bit small. If I had another couple of stars on it, I would probably keep hold of it, but it's just not there. Alright, and so that's that one done, that one's done. The old hay bob. And I think that's us. So yeah, if the grass ever dries out and if it ever stops raining, we will be making second cut silage and some hay. So we need to get on that one when we can. But that'll be good to get going with at least. There we go, we've got it, Ooh, she's a bit wobbly. And we'll get these loaded up there, get us taken away, and then next time around we'll show you what we bought, I think. And because yeah, that'll get us, and hopefully at least we'll be well back underway with harvest there in a couple of days. But I don't know, weather's supposed to say it stopped raining late tonight, and then a couple of days of warm weather. But well, we'll take that with a grain of salt and see how it looks, I think. So we'll see. But for now, at least, we'll leave it here. I'm gonna keep playing with my new toy. And then we will see you all in the next one. So until then, thank you very much for watching as always. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't yet to do so, please do consider giving a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and you'll see the next episode of My Farming Life probably coming out at the end of the week. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, I've been Simulation for the Nation, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.